And we are live! Okay, my name is Lynette,
I'm Fenella.
and the topic of the day is
Water.
okay, so we all know how water is essential in our everyday life. So today we are here to discuss specifically about water infectious diseases and to find out more about water filtration systems that we currently have in the market. So Fenella, regarding your investigative topic, water filtration systems, I actually have a few questions for you. So let's begin. First question is that you mentioned that clean and safe to consume water reduces poverty and hunger in your introduction. So my question to you is, in what sense can clean water reduce poverty?
Okay, this is because right, unfiltered water or rather dirty drinking water has an certain impact on the economic aspect of a country itself. So therefore, having safe to consume water in a country would boost their economic growth by inviting foreign investments as well as boosting their tourism, and hence this will reduce poverty.
I see. Okay, so next question is how will you compare the newer technology, which is UV filter, to distillation, which you mentioned is the most effective filtration system in your piece?
Okay, distillation and UV filters both uses the same component, which is heat, to reduce bacteria in the water. Distillation is mostly known as the most effective method. It basically works like an antibiotic that kills most of the bacteria, which includes good minerals as well. However, for UV filtration, it actually allows good minerals to retain in the final product.
Right. Okay, so in regards to the same question, do you know, is there any third world country possesses this UV filtration system?
Okay, actually for that it is highly unlikely. This is because UV filtration systems are pretty new in the market, which is recently launched in 2014, and for such expensive technology, it would be less likely for them to possess right now. Therefore, there are actually many water-related charities such as Waterworks program that has been donating other alternative filtration units to these developing countries.
Okay, so moving on to our last question. Correct me if I'm wrong, I saw that one of your filtration innovations is the live straw. So is live straw actually an actual straw that we can use?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so then how is the live straw distributed into the country population? Like, is it available for purchase in convenience stores?
Okay, it is actually mainly distributed through donations. Like for the year 2011, the founder of Live Straw has donated more than 1 million family Live Straw units to Kenya in that year itself. So far, 4.5 million units have been donated to developing countries like Kenya. To your question, it is not available in convenience stores in these developing countries. However, it is made available to tourists in the United States who are interested to travel in these developing countries. They can be bikers, can be campers, and they can actually get a personal live straw at USD $20 to $25.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so that's all the question I have for you.
Okay, so Lynette, after discussing the various water filtration systems available in the market, I am actually quite curious about the water infectious diseases you mentioned in your investigative piece. Okay, so shall we begin?
Yep.
Okay, so okay, for the first question, among the water infectious diseases as mentioned in your investigative piece, there are so many diseases that can be contracted directly and indirectly. So I would like to find out which of these diseases is contracted through strictly polluted water.
Okay, so for that, diseases contracted directly through polluted water falls under the category of waterborne diseases such as typhoid fever and virus infections. And these diseases are usually caused by direct consumption through mouth of contaminated water, which is actually very common in the third world countries where people drink from rivers and dirty water storage places. Yep.
Oh, I see. Clean water is really important. So you mentioned that controlling all this effect of water infectious disease through water treatment and filtration systems. However, we all know that it is unlikely for less developed countries to purchase such high technology. Are there other ways to control the spreading of water infectious diseases without these technologies?
Water filtration technology is definitely the most effective way to control to provide for water solutions. However, an alternative way I feel is very important to control spreading of diseases is through education. By educating people in less developed countries on sanitization and water hygiene will allow them to access drinking water through cheap physical treatment method, like I mentioned, like boiling through collected water, which is actually very cheap and convenient.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like how we boil water in our own house, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, lastly, I would like to find out. You mentioned that Singapore is known as the global hydro hub and has access to high quality water. I would like to ask, is there any effort from Singapore in helping the developing countries with the lack of potable water?
Yeah, there is. Okay, so other than the common donation drives directed for to solve water problems, Singapore does have a very well-known campaign, which is Singapore International Water Week. It is a global platform to create and share innovative water solution to less developed countries. Through this campaign, a lot of professionals also come together and come up with developments for water technology to be shared globally, and especially to the less developed countries like India and Africa.
Wow, that's really, really meaningful. Okay, is there anything else you want to add on?
No, thank you.
Thank you.